Very creepy, very setting tone trailer. It feels eerie. I love the small town vibe because everything's always more scary in a small town. Obviously, when things happen, it's like it's not no major city, it's not a lot of police, probably not a lot of people around, and things can tend to happen. First of all, the tension, the vibe. I think it's set. I don't know if I've seen Julia Garner in anything horror. I mean, I really haven't. This is her chance as a lead actress to really do her thing, especially in a horror movie. And I think from the trailer, I mean, she looks like she's gonna deliver it here. So this new trailer for Weapons drop set the internet ablaze. What's going on, everybody? Here from my Elite Films boy, Flighted J. Here to talk about Weapons. This movie looks awesome. So the trailer dropped yesterday. I had my boy send it to me, and he sent it over. I had to look over. I already see Julia Garner in it. I'm like, okay. And this looks crazy. So this movie is about a teacher. She goes to school one day, and nobody in her class is there. So all her students are gone, and it just sets a small town crazy because they're like, what happened to our kids? Apparently at 2:17 a.m., they all got up, walked into the darkness, and never came back. So it was funny because what I like about this trailer? You start off and it says based on a true story because we always see these movies that say based on a true story, which is very loosely based. So I love how they started off with that. Also, another thing I like is where they get to school and they're like, yeah, everybody else's students were there besides them. And I'm like, all right, what school is this that has perfect attendance? But but getting on to this movie, very creepy, very setting tone trailer. It feels eerie. I love the small town vibe because everything's always more scary in a small town. Obviously, when things happen, it's like it's not no major city, it's not a lot of police, probably not a lot of people around, and things can tend to happen. So I do like that from this trailer. Starting with the actors, we got Julia Garner here. Obviously, we know her from Ozark, and she was in Wolfman, which I don't think Wolfman that good, but I like her as an actress. I think she's amazing. Josh Brolin, we don't have to run down his notes. We know what he's in. So obviously he has something to do with the town. Like his kid's missing, and he's reviewing tapes later on. But a lot of things are going on. This looks like an investigation here. Obviously, she being the teacher, they're going to be investigating her, see what's going on with if did she cause these kids to go missing? Did she tell them something like something caused by that? I don't know. We're gonna have to see, but I mean, obviously, it looks interesting. I'll run some clips through since I have them. But man, this looks awesome. Another thing, director is Zach Kroger. He did Barbarian, which Barbarian was one of my favorite horror movies that come out in the last few years. I thought it was really, really good. Another movie with a great trailer that dropped where it's like, okay, I got to get in and see this because this looks amazing. So, and I talked to my boy Seaball said this to me, and we had a little bit of a conversation. And I wanted to run this by everybody, and you can drop in the comments and let me know: is this the golden age of horror movie trailers? Because I don't really think it's the golden age of horror movies. I think very much we were lacking modern day slashers. I mean, we just had Hard Eyes, which was pretty decent as far as a slasher, and Hell of a Summer was probably one of my other favorite movies this summer as far as horror goes. But haven't had a lot of good, really slashers yet. So, and really in a while. I mean, I know what you did last summer is dropping. So we will see if they can they can revive that. But not a lot of slashers. But as far as horror, we are getting a lot of creativity. We're all getting more horror comedies, which I think is very important. Even going back to Scream, that's why I love that movie so much. We got a lot going on in horror, and I don't know if it's exactly like fills the void of it's a great time for horror or the golden age. But as far as trailers go, excitement. I mean, I'll bring up a couple. Couple of the last few trailers I've seen from horror where I was like, I gotta see that. I mean, I got some really long legs. Yeah, it was a little bit of a disappointment as far as the movie went, and we didn't have a main character to follow that we really rooted for. And I thought that was the main weakness of that movie. But outside of that, when that trailer dropped, the internet was on fire, just like they are with this one. The internet was like, "Whoa, what is this? This looks amazing! Can't wait to go out and see it." A lot of anticipation. And obviously, you talking about A24, Cuckoo as well. I thought that more so delivered on the weirdness and kind of the vibe it got off the trailer. But yeah, I think as far as trailers go, these trailers are doing a really good job. I mean, even a movie I saw, my worst movie of the year, Presents. I thought that movie was terrible. Lucy Liu, don't see it if you haven't. Run. I mean, it's almost yeah, halfway through that movie, I'm like, this is so bad that I'm actually starting to have fun now because this is one of the worst movies I've seen. I can't wait to talk about it. But yeah, even that got me able to get into the theater and say, okay, let's see what this is. It looks interesting and find out. And obviously, with this being the director of Barbarian, that being one of my favorite horror movies of that year and one of my favorite last few years, I expect this director to know what he's doing and deliver. And a lot of things here. So hop into this movie. What do I see? First of all, the tension, the vibe. I think it's set. I don't know if I've seen Julia Garner in anything horror. I mean, I really haven't. I really know her from Ozark. A lot of things she's doing, I see her in this and that, but I haven't really watched. So this is her chance as a lead actress to really do her thing, especially in a horror movie. And I think from the trailer, I mean, she looks like she's going to deliver it here. So that gets me excited. But this vibe here is very much giving me Children of the Corn because the first half of this trailer feels like a mystery. Like you see these children run into the woods and they look creepy when they run into the woods. Kind of reminds me when you see the in 20 years later, you see the zombies. Sorry for that. You see the zombies come around. Um and they and they start running all weird. That's what it reminded me of. So definitely with that. That's a creepy vibe. But the first one, children are kind of disappearing. You don't really know what's going on. The town's kind of upset. It looks like she's kind of investigating here. Gave me a little bit of sinister vibes, but she's investigating, trying to figure out what these kids or where the kids are going or what happened because she doesn't know, and we're with her. So maybe she did it, maybe she didn't. Maybe this is supernatural. I don't know, but it looks like she's onto the mystery. And then the second half is not a long trailer. They didn't give us a. It's not one of those teasers that's 5 minutes long because yeah, a teaser show half the movie these days. This just shows a little bit, but by the second half of this trailer, this looks crazy, like absolutely crazy. And I'm talking about like kids running around, people starting to find their kids. There's one scene, and I'll try to find the picture where the kids run out, like it's a building, and they all run out. It's very much giving me Children of the Corn. You know, everything Children of the Corn, very old movie. Basically, the children started attacking and killing all the adults, which in one way it's like, yeah, just beat their ass and move on. But another way, it's very, I don't know, things are always creepier when it affects kids. And I believe that when kids are involved, it's like, that's a little creepy and like, hey, little Jimmy, I don't trust you. Back up, we might have some problems. So definitely that's in there. I'm getting that vibe a lot, and a lot of children horror that's going to be involved here. But what I would want to see from this, obviously, the atmosphere looks like it's setting itself. It looks like it's really good here. So the atmosphere's got to be right. Make me feel uncomfortable. Make me feel like I don't want to be here, and I just can't wait to like get away and like get to happier times. What if I want to feel that? If they're going to build up this mystery in here, like do that part right. Do the investigation right. Don't make it easy for this character. Make sure they follow through on that and make it pretty interesting before we start to get to the crazy stuff. Also, too, give me a main character that I'm going to root for. Like I said with Long Legs, that was the main problem I had with it. Was this main character I had no interest in. I had no interest in. She caught the killer. She didn't catch the killer. She died. She lived. It didn't matter because that character was so flat. Like Julia Garner, I want to cheer for her in this movie because I know the town's going to be on her ass, and I want to be like, yo, she's right. Like I can't wait till she proves everybody wrong and like solves this or whatever's going on. Another thing, you got to deliver with the horror here, the jump scares, things like that, which I'm not a big fan of jump scares, but the tension, the creepiness, it's setting up. A lot of these shots look like it's going to be good for kids popping out in the middle of nowhere, which will be fun. I do like that, but also too, I'm interested to see what's actually going on. Is this going to be a supernatural movie? I don't know. That would be cool. I mean, you got kids just disappearing in the middle of the night and they're coming back running around. It's gotta be something. Like they ain't got a good reason to do that unless they're under a trance or something else is like controlling them, as far as I would think. So definitely thinking there that could be some parts of this, but like I said, I'm really looking forward to this. This movie looks awesome right now, and actually, we don't have a long time. I think it's what August 8th, I believe. So right now, got a couple months away. Not a lot of time to rev up in anticipation for it. I think A24 does a good job of like teasing something right before you're going to see it. That way, the anticipation is high. It's like, oh man, I only got like a few months. Like I can't wait to check this out. But yeah, I hope this delivers. This is like one of the good horror movies that's going to come out this year. And right now, I mean, it's probably my most would be my most anticipated. I mean, Sinners obviously was horror, which definitely delivered. So love that. So that's probably the top right now for horror movies this year. But this, as far as what I know, coming down the line is definitely something I'm looking forward to. And I thought you do this trailer right. Director of Barbarian, he got that right. I love that movie. Let's follow it up. Julia Gardner, Josh Brolin, all the things here to make this a special movie, a good experience at the theater. So I want y'all to let me know what you think down low. Hit the comments, all that good stuff. Definitely we'll talk about it more as we go. I know we're gonna get another trailer. Hope they don't give it too much away. It's gonna be probably like 20 minutes long because you know how movies are. But hopefully they keep it low. You really only need this trailer to sell it. I'm already in the seat, so I can't wait to check that out. But yeah, just want to run a quick solo and talk about that because I'm very interested in it. Let me know in the comments. What are you looking forward to? You think Julia Garner is going to deliver? Does it give you Children of the Corn vibes? Does it remind you of anything that's come out before? I didn't see anything really related. Don't give a lot of information. Just small town, kids go missing. We'll see what happens. But don't want to rant too long. Definitely check out Minor League Films at all socials. Minor League Films, basically, and Corona Comics on I'm great. Corona Comics on TikTok. It'll all be in the description, all that good stuff. But yeah, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we will catch you next time.